Hello there, I hope you're all keeping well. It's Joanne here, and you join me here today at number 23 Doylesfort Grove, a fantastic detached single-storey dwelling set within a really lovely neighbourhood that's close to town and yet has its own sense of suburban life just on the edge of Dundalk. Doylesfort Grove is a very fine neighbourhood indeed, comprising entirely of detached single-storey dwellings, many of which have been upgraded and modernised in recent years. It has the fantastic dual benefit not only of great houses but also great locations. So you're close to the town centre but enough of a distance away that there's a lovely sort of suburban sense to this. You can walk to the town if you want to, but you don't feel like you're on top of the town. Lovely big green area there. And then as you can see, just a very nice quiet neighbourhood. So this property, number 23, is a 5-bedroomed detached dwelling. It has additionally got 2 reception rooms and 2 bathrooms, and it comes to market ready for a certain degree of redecoration and a little bit of modernisation recommended. However, it has a D2 rating and it measures 146 square metres, so there's plenty scope within this property to really make it your own. It's got fantastic front gardens. It's nicely set back with a walled and gated front garden, and then lovely amount of space at the back garden as well, which we'll have a look at before we finish. So let's have a closer look inside. So in we go through a very convenient storm porch at the front of the property into the entrance hallway. Now, it's a lovely entrance hallway. It's quite spacious and bright. Obviously, the walls are painted in a slightly dark, heavy colour. So don't be put off by paint, because whoever's going to buy this property is going to put their own touch to it. That's going to include new kind of a facelift in terms of the decor and probably do some improvements and maybe even changes in the layout. So this is really just to get you thinking about this fantastic property. This is the living room. Great spot, great proportions, great light because there's a lovely, lovely big window in it. Open fire there. You can see there plenty space. Okay, it's really important when you're looking at these living rooms and you're thinking about how will I furnish it, what will it accommodate. You could have many options in that room. We're carrying on down now, and just whilst we do that, I just want to point out that much of the property has this very good solid wooden floor, particularly in the living room, the hallway and these areas, which is a fantastic bonus. We're in now to the second reception room. Dining room, I guess you might call it. Again, super proportions. This is at the back of the house. Again, now that's an electric fire there. So, you know, again, there are probably options available in terms of whether you want to keep it or whether you want to put a stove or something like that into it. Now, this property was originally with an integrated garage, and the garage has been converted to make this excellent bedroom. Again, very versatile. I've seen some of these properties where this has been turned into a den, where some of it has been completely open planned around to the kitchen. As it is, as you can see there, it's a really spacious double bedroom. And again, nice and bright, given that lovely window out to this side. And then also it's worth pointing out that when you're here, you know, Doylesfort Grove is a lovely, lovely area. And when you're here, there's really a sense of space in it and of not being you know, not being overbuilt, if you like. Now, that is the first of the bedrooms. So we'll carry on next and we're going to go and look at the kitchen. So the kitchen is, you know, is of its age, but nonetheless, it's a good basis to start from. You can see here the kitchen is laid out in the traditional kitchen dining area, and good to point out, plenty of space for a dining table if that's the key thing. Other than that, it presents with plenty storage space, plenty worktop space, and as you can see there has the potential to really be very flexible and accommodate some further modernisation features. The door out there is just out to the back, and then if I were to just point the camera up there, I just want to show you that that's the access to the attic, and there is some floored storage in the attic. Now, we just have to get the camera back in line. We'll carry on. So now let's go and have a look at the remaining bedrooms. So this is the next room. It's a single and a nice size. And as you're going to see throughout a lot of this property, built-in storage. Can't stress enough what a bonus it is to have the built-in storage, because even if that particular door, maybe that's not your color that you like, or that's not the look that you like, it's there, which means that it's very easy to adapt and give you more options. That's the second bedroom. Now this is the third bedroom. This is a very spacious double room. You can see there plenty space around the bed, and again, plenty built-in storage there. This, of course, this bedroom also to the front of the property, and you get a sense there, plenty space between this and the house opposite, which is a lovely sense of, as I was saying, sense of space and well laid out development. And then we'll carry on down there to the next bedroom. This room also, it's a single bed in it, but needless to say, there's plenty of space for a big double bed. And again, true to form, more built-in storage. You really are spoiled for storage in this property. So that is the second last room. And then we'll carry on over here to the final of the bedrooms. And again, good size, good space, built-in storage behind me there. And then this room has a WCWHB, the toilet wash hand basin in through there. So it's not a full ensuite, but potential there to adapt it, because in the space adjacent, it's the main bedroom. The main bathroom, we'll have a look at that now. The main bathroom has been upgraded in recent years, fully tiled, very nicely tiled actually, with a jet bath. And then behind the door here, a separate shower, which is a great bonus to have. And again, I believe is probably the key to maybe unlocking a full ensuite in the room next door. Now, just before we go out to the back garden, I want to show you this space. I'm up in the attic area, and this is what we technically called floored storage. It doesn't have a fixed staircase, and as you can see, it has got timber, tongued and grooved ceilings throughout, and it actually is a huge amount of space. It's a part of the property which some of you will be interested in from the perspective of, for example, as you see here, potentially game space for the kids, or potentially as useful work from home potential. But I'm just going to walk you through it now. This is the first and the main space. Bit of storage there at the end. This then is the second room with another Velux window there, and then through to an extra little storage space there with plumbing. And so finally, here we are in the back garden. You can see there the oil tank on one side and a small garden shed, which is block built next to it. Block built boundary wall at the back. Important also to point out, not overlooked at the back. In fact, it's a very quiet, peaceful, private back garden space. It's a property, given its back garden, lovely enclosed space, that's going to have enormous appeal as well. It's a blank canvas at the moment, but the next owner can either leave it as such or have great fun making a great garden space in it. So that is the end of this virtual viewing. And as always, thank you so much for joining us. You may agree, I hope you'll agree, that this is a property which presents immense potential, whether it's from a decorative point of view, because simply all this property really needs is just a bit of a freshen up and a bit of a modernisation in terms of its look, but also representing tremendous potential in terms of perhaps repurposing some of that space, whether it's from a work from home perspective. And let's not forget that fantastic attic, which in itself is an enormous opportunity for extra repurposing of the home. So thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, comments, requests, do let us know in all the usual ways. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure that you do that, because it helps everybody enormously. And from that, I will say thank you for joining me, and perhaps we'll see you here at 23 Doylesfort Grove in Dundalk very soon. Many thanks. Bye-bye.